Hey, I'm Veronica. How are you? I'm excited to be with you. Wait for some people to arrive. Make sure my audio is okay. I'm happy to be here. Jon Snow got me. He scratched me there and he scratched me there. So if I look a little beat up, that is why. He didn't mean to. He saw something scary and he scratched his mom. He didn't mean to, though. He was just playing. Okay, so hey, I do want to mention I actually have a video premiering in 22 minutes. I don't know if this session is going to overlap that premiere or not. I meant to come online sooner, but I was actually filming a collaboration with Sunny from Personal Mastery Quest. So look forward to part 1 on my channel coming soon and part 2 on his channel coming soon as well. They'll be released simultaneously. But I may or may not overlap this. I think I am going to overlap this live session because I usually stay on for at least 30 minutes. And so, well, if you're attending this live session, you'll just have to wait a few more minutes to see the video with Roxy from Roxy Talks. It is also a collaboration. Let's see, we'll start off with some announcements. And then we're going to take some questions. Good morning. Hi. Hello. I'm happy to be with you. So let's see, some important announcements. Well, first, as always, do subscribe if you haven't already. If you're watching a replay of this live show and you want to take part in the next one, you got to subscribe, hit that bell icon to be notified as to when I go online live. It's the only way you can. I also announce it on my Instagram, so do follow me there and VeronicaIsles. I do offer personalized one-on-one coaching. VeronicaIsles.com. You can find my specific person manifesting workshop there, as well as daily emails. I have phone calls, Skypes, text chats. I also have Team Veronica who works for me, and you can get coaching from them as well at a slightly discounted price. I do want to say is an important announcement, which I'm super excited about, is that, well, first we have the 25 Days of Christmas coming December 1st. I will be releasing one video per day. Every day is going to be Christmas morning from December 1st through the December 25th. As well as another announcement, soon you will be able to get the Veronica Isles app. It is going to be an affirmations app. Super exciting. It's only going to be available for iPhone right now, but soon hopefully Android as well. And I'm still in the developing process with that, and hopefully it'll be available soon. There'll be a free version and also a paid version, but I am super excited about it. And I saw the first pictures of it yesterday, and it's turning out better than I could possibly have imagined. So I'm so excited to bring that to you. And I do believe it will help in assisting your manifestations and assisting your journey of getting either that specific person or that sum of money or that perfect job, whatever it may be. I do want to say I had a manifesting success this week. I manifested a brand new Christmas tree. I purchased my Christmas tree actually in 2016. I paid a hefty sum for it. It's a pre-lit Christmas tree. And when I set it up this year over the weekend, I found that some portions of it were not lighting up. And then I found I was 18 days out of the warranty. However, I changed my thinking around. I started to believe, because at first they were like, "You're out of luck." That's what they told me, basically. "You're out of luck." And then I started to believe that they were begging to give me a brand new Christmas tree for free, that they wanted nothing more than to give me this Christmas tree. It didn't matter if I was 18 days out of warranty. They wanted nothing more than to give me that Christmas tree. And I actually woke up the next day with an email saying exactly that. "We're so glad to give you a replacement. Where can we mail it to?" So my brand new Christmas tree is coming. I actually plan on making a video about that, because I manifested it through believing that they wanted to give me this, as opposed to saying, "Why am I 18 days out of warranty and I'm out of luck?" No, I was just like, they want to give me this. And they do, and it's coming. I'll send a picture of it. Oh, Christmas tree icons. Okay. Hi, Veronica. Swati Amin. Swati? How to deal with negative feelings towards my specific person? Well, I mean, that's kind of a general question. Why are you having negative feelings towards them? Is it because they're not doing what you want them to do? Is it because you're not in a relationship yet? Is it because you're feeling unsatisfactory when it comes to them? Like, why are you having these negative feelings towards them? It could be for a number of different reasons. But I do know whatever you ultimately want to manifest with them, like it's not going to come with all of these bad feelings. Like it's just not. The only way that you can manifest something better with this person is by focusing on the abundance of what you want to experience with them. If you keep focusing on whatever is causing you to feel angry, whether it's a past event or something currently that they are not doing, um, feeling poorly towards your specific person is going to cause them to suddenly do the things that you're wanting. So I try to release those feelings. First, you can release those feelings through things like meditation. You can release it through just kind of changing your story about what they think about you. Kind of like what I did with my Christmas tree. I changed the story that they were all, difficult and stubborn and refusing to help me, and then I was out of luck, and I changed it to that they wanted nothing more than to do the very thing that I wanted. So with your specific person, you could say, well, my specific person wants nothing more than to please me. My specific person wants nothing more than to be in a relationship with me, be in a committed relationship with me, have children with me, run away with me, elope with me, whatever it may be. Okay. So I'm going to take a drink of green tea. It's actually a new brand. I usually drink Bigelow, but this was a different brand. And I don't remember what the brand was, but it was on a box, and it's a little green box. I guess it doesn't help. I guess all green tea comes in a green box. How is this so easy for you? I wish this could happen for me. My ex won't talk to me now. She recently, like yesterday, blocked me on social media. It wasn't always easy for me. It became easy for me through experience. There's Rocky. It became easy for me through experience. The first time I attempted consciously manifesting, I just decided to go all in because I figured I had nothing to lose. And if I was going to do it, I might as well do it right. I didn't see the point in trying to see if it worked and doing it sort of half-assed. I was like, I'm going to give it my 100% all. This is just who I'm going to become. This is what I'm going to this is the foundation that I'm going to set for my tomorrows. This is just what it's going to be. And honestly, it can be easy for you too. And Rocky is so distracting. Seriously, he's so cute. It can be easy for you too. Let me turn it so we can get a good view of him. He's so cute. Okay. It can be easy for you too. Um, the trick to making it easy is to not dwell in all of the lack of what your person is doing right now, all of the things that they are doing wrong. I mean, I believe you said that they blocked you. So if you continually sort of block yourself off from being able to feel the good emotions, like you're never going to be physically unblocked by this person. And honestly, it is super simple. Like manifesting can be super simple. Now, the trick is to not engage with all of those overwhelming emotions that tell you that it's hard. They try to brainwash you and say that it's hard. Your fear is going to constantly brainwash you. Your fear is the devil. Like God is your imagination, your highest creativity, your ability to attract amazing, wonderful things like the act of love, the act of good. The devil is like the fear, the doubt, the strong emotions that tell you that it's not possible. And the funny thing about the devil, and we know this like in terms of story, this idea of obviously that the devil is a person. I mean, that's not obviously what I'm referring to, but this idea that the devil is crafty will try to convince you. Will try to like put on different faces and lie to you. And that's the funny thing about your emotions and the fear is that it will pretend that it's the good voice, but it's not. And it will try to take on these, ways of convincing you to bring you to the dark side where you don't get any of your desires. But you don't have to give into it. This can be easy. Hearing my Christmas tree story, you might feel like, oh, that was so easy. But it wasn't easy in the moment because I mean, this Christmas tree cost close to $1,000 and it should last beyond 3 years. And I went through a day and a half where I spoke to multiple people and they were just like, sorry, we can't do anything. Some of them weren't very compassionate. They were just like, go to Walmart and buy some new lights and string it yourself. And I'm like, the whole reason why I spent close to $1,000 was so I wouldn't have to string a Christmas tree. And, a lot of them were just like, nah, you're out of luck. Sorry. I asked to be transferred to a supervisor. They were like, sorry, But then when I changed my thinking, then I just magically got this email and I really just let it go too. Like I said to myself, well, you know what? If I have to end up restringing it myself, it's not the end of the world. I'll survive. Yes, it costs close to $1,000, but everything will be okay. And I just changed my emotional reaction. So, with your specific person or your ex, say to yourself, you know what? I want them to unblock me right now, but I'm going to be okay regardless. I'm going to have a fun time regardless. I'm going to also change what they're thinking about me. So, instead of saying my specific person wants nothing to do with me, wants to block me, hates me, start telling stories like they want to do nothing more but to please me. They want to do nothing more but to give me all of the things that I want. And even if it's things they don't particularly like, they still want to give it to you anyway because they want nothing more than to make you happy and to please you. Like your needs and your preferences and your desires matter. So this idea of changing your focus, not giving into the anger, not giving into the hurt, not giving into the frustration, like we're reshaping all of that. You always have the choice. Like, do I give into the anger that makes me feel crazy and chaotic or out of control? Or do I give into the love feeling? The feeling that just like, somehow everything's going to be okay. And I'm just going to be loved. Maybe this person doesn't love me right now, but they can love me in the future. Like, it's not permanent. This love that they aren't giving me right now, like, it doesn't have to last that way forever. It's certainly not permanent. It's not written in stone. Doesn't matter what they said. If they said they never wanted to see you again or they hate you, they could change their mind. In fact, you may have said, I hate someone, and then changed your mind. Like, it's possible. You may have even hated your ex or your specific person at one point and never wanted to see them again, and now you adore them. In fact, the first time you ever saw them, you may have not even thought they were attractive or good looking. You may have not been in love with them right away. You may have had to grow into this feeling of being attracted to them. Maybe you've found them to be geeky or a loser or, unattractive at one point. Your opinions change. We change. How do you counteract negative thoughts when reality is bad? My specific person just got back. Oh, I'm losing it. My specific person just got back with the third party, and the thoughts are overwhelming. That's the thing about thoughts is it'll feel at times like you can't control them, like they're just thrusting in your mind and overtaking all of your happiness. And when it's that bad, when it feels that bad, I always say to just turn everything off. You can meditate, you can think of nothing. But it's better to just hit a neutral state than to try to counteract that with positivity. Because when you feel that bad and you see a third party, like it's better for you to feel nothing than feel all of that negative energy. Now, negative thoughts, you also have to remember they can't hurt you. Them in and of themselves are not powerful enough to manifest and create things on their own. It's your attention and your belief in them that gives them that nurturing, that nurturing element that allows them to sprout. So honestly, when the negative thoughts come in, like your mind could be swarming with negative thoughts and nothing bad could happen. You could still manifest something greater. A good way to counteract those negative thoughts are every time a negative one comes into your mind, pose it with a opposite what if. So yes, my specific person just got back with a third party. What if my specific person decided now that the third party is no longer someone that they're interested in? What if my specific person decided they only had eyes for me? What if reality somehow shifted and changed? Like things change overnight. I'm sure you have experienced in your world either things getting better overnight or things getting worse overnight. But you've experienced profound shifts in a matter of like 12 hours, even in a matter of an hour. Things can change huge. Like you could get some really good news and things could change like overnight within a few hours. Now, negative thoughts again are going to try to manipulate you. They're going to try to make you think that they are the be all end all as if there is no other option whatsoever. But the truth is that there's a potential of all options, good, bad, neutral, all shades of gray in between. So there's no, there's no better weight that is given to these negative thoughts. Like they might feel more probable, but in reality, they're really not. Everything is probable. So think in terms of your logic. Take a moment, step out of your situation, and imagine that your situation is the situation of a friend that you love and you care for, and you are trying to nurture and give advice to. Imagine you're comforting a friend who's in tears, and you're trying to give them the best advice possible for their situation. What advice would you give yourself? So sometimes if you could just step out of that place, even for just a moment, it can help so much to just gain better insight on your situation and how you should proceed. Okay, let's scroll back down. Sometimes I have to freeze it because otherwise the question that I'm answering just gets pushed aside. And Rocky is joining us today. He's looking super handsome in all of his Maine Coon glory. Rocky, oh, he's happy today. He went outside and he looked at the leaves and he sniffed things, didn't you? Oh, he's so happy. Rocky feels like velvet. Seriously, he's like the softest cat I'd ever touched ever. He's got the cutest voice too. I'm going to actually make manifesting videos with Rocky and Jon Snow. It's going to be Rocky's manifesting guide. Wait, no, it's Jon Snow's manifesting guide and manifesting tips 101. And it's going to be Rocky's guide to attracting a specific person. So Rocky is going to have the specific person video and Jon Snow is going to have just the manifesting tips video. And I hope that you enjoyed. I've had some requests for cat videos. So I figure honestly, like I've never seen a law of attraction cat video before. I have never seen another YouTuber make a video. Maybe they exist, but I've personally never seen it. So I figure they can do it. He's sleeping so happily. He's a perfect. Oh, Rocky says hi. Oh wait, that's sort of the name. I'm not going to repeat the name, but hi, thank you. Oh, it made me laugh though. I just don't know. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't want to get like a strike or something. I don't know what kind of language I'm allowed to say. I really don't. Oh, why is he getting up? I guess we're giving him too much attention. Why do cats do that? It's like sometimes they just gotta walk away. But they really, seriously, cats are like the idea of manifesting because they really don't care. Look at how like he was there and he was like, I know you love me, but I'm just gonna walk away. I don't care. Like seriously, they're all about themselves. And we should take some lessons from cats. Very they're very smart. Okay, just a heads up, in 5 minutes, my collaboration with Roxy Lee from Roxy Talks is going to be happening. And I honestly don't know because on the channel, like if a premiere is happening, like usually that overrides anything, but the live sessions override things too. So I honestly don't know what's going to happen in 5 minutes. Like, will YouTube cut me off? I don't know. We're going to have to find out. Oh, it'll be interesting. Okay. Have any of your manifestations not worked? That is an interesting question. But before we get to that, if you're watching a live or rather just a regular replay and you want to be part of the next manifesting session, hit the subscribe button right now, run to it, bell icon. YouTube will let you know immediately when I'm going online live. I also announce it like a couple minutes before on Instagram to let people know on Instagram. So you can follow me there as well. And you can be a part of the next live session. Okay, so have any of your manifestations not worked? And that is really an interesting question because I don't think that anything just doesn't work or just manifestation fail. I believe that it just hasn't hatched yet. So when something hasn't worked, you say to yourself, well, I'm going to persist. I'm going to still see this as possible. And maybe it just wasn't the right time for whatever reason. Like everything hadn't aligned yet. Like we don't know exactly what it takes to get to that place where everything sort of comes together. I don't know why some things manifest faster than other things. I mean, it's really who knows why it happens when it does. But if it hasn't happened by a certain point, don't say, well, I failed, because then you're just blocking it from coming. Maybe it was like almost there. Maybe it was like you were like 2 days away from it, even an hour away from it. And suddenly you're like, I failed. And then you just stop it. It suddenly goes in the other course, the other direction. Now, I know that some things are time sensitive. For example, like winning a contest or going this place at this particular time. And I wouldn't necessarily consider those things as fails either, because in anything that's been time sensitive with me, I've always still held on to it, even if it passed the deadline. I referred to this in a couple of videos a couple of videos ago. But when I manifested the tickets to the Cosmopolitan opening, it was a private concert with the Killers, Brandon Flowers. Made a video on this as well. It's going to be coming out December 15th, which is actually the day I went to the concert. So I thought it was perfect. It's part of the 25 days of Christmas, so it's perfect. But interestingly about that is I was trying to manifest these tickets. And the deadline passed and I wasn't picked. But I didn't say I failed. I didn't. I was like, I'm still a winner. I'm still going. And I think it was like a week later, they announced that they actually were behind schedule or something like that. And I did win. And the interesting thing about time sensitive things is that you may find, for example, if you didn't get the job, you may find like a week later that they call you and they're like, the person who we originally picked backed out. And do you want this? Or they may offer you a different position that's exactly like the position you were trying to manifest. And it's perfect and it pays even more money and it's even less work. So never give up. Never say I failed. I really don't think that anything is a fail. I think that there's a way to make it happen. And in terms of revision, like even things that happened in the past, who knows what we can end up manifesting or accomplishing? Who knows if we can end up manifesting things in the past that happened to change? Who knows if we can't, jump timelines and suddenly, re-manifest something that didn't work out? I mean, who knows what is possible? I think we've only started to crack the surface on what is possible with our minds. I mean, they admit that, we only use a certain amount of our brain power. So what could we accomplish if we had, infinite brain power? Who knows? Luli Memes, I feel like I answer a lot of your questions. You're really good at manifesting me to pick you. That's so strange. But hey, awesome. What do you like to do for fun? I intend to meet you in person. I will intend on it too. Let's meet each other. What do I like to do for fun? I like traveling. I like playing with cats. I really like genealogy. I think it's fun. I think the study of ancestors and ancestry is really neat. I'm fifth generation born here in Chicago, and I really like to go to places that my ancestors lived and like had houses and things like that. And I like to visit their graves and things. I'm really attached to history. I also like Civil War history. I really like the Waffle House, actually. It's actually one of my goals to visit every single Waffle House there is, including the very first one. I think it's in Georgia. I think it's like Decatur, Georgia, or something like that. But I love Waffle House. I love movies. I like music. I'm a classical pianist. I love Beethoven. What else do I love? I'm like blank. I feel like there's other things I love. I can't remember right now. I'm put on the spot. Someone's got a bunch of like star things. So how to manifest marriage proposal from a specific person. I actually have a video on that. Oh, and I just realized it's past 1:30. So I guess we didn't get booted. So do watch the video with me and Roxy right after we finish the session, but we're still going to keep going for a little bit longer. So sending love from Nottingham. I was there. I intend to go back. Okay, so how to manifest a marriage proposal. Thank you for repeating it. That does help me. I would see yourself as the marrying type. I would imagine it. Imagine this person proposing to you, giving you the perfect ring. I would imagine it just is the natural what is going to happen in your relationship. I wouldn't look to things and say the circumstances that's keeping you from being married. Maybe their family doesn't like you. Maybe you're different religions. Maybe you live in different parts of the world. Who knows? Don't look at any of these things. Look at just the marriage and just daydream on experiencing the marriage. Also daydream on experiencing the life post-marriage, because you don't just want your imaginings to end at marriage, because then when you manifest the marriage, then you'll be like, what now? I want to say that I am manifesting getting married. I want to get married in England at a castle. I know the exact specific castle I want to get married at, and I've already contacted them, even though my boyfriend hasn't asked me to marry him yet, officially anyway. We've already talked about it. I just officially want the ring. And I'm not sure whether or not he's gonna know which one to pick out. I know which one I want, so I'm just gonna see what happens. I bet he'll somehow be drawn to the exact one that I want. But you know what? He thinks it's impractical to get married in England. I keep saying, that's where we're gonna get married. In fact, I should start referring to him as my husband instead of my boyfriend as a way of preparing the way. Okay. Oh. How do you fight your negative thoughts? You don't fight them. You don't. Everybody has negative thoughts. Negative thoughts even try to come into my mind. And you know what I do? I don't fight them. If you fight anything, they're just going to fight back. It's just going to create chaos in your mind and your heart. So you do not want to take on the feeling that you need to fight these negative thoughts. You do not need to combat them. You do not need to cancel them or erase them or replace them. You don't need to get into this frenzied energy like, oh my God, negative thoughts are here. They're going to ruin everything. They're not. They're not a buzzkill. They're not a party spoiler. They're not, they're not gonna wreck things. They're just not. So the trick about negative thoughts is to not give them any attention, not give them any worth, not give them any focus. Negative thoughts come into the minds of all of us, even to multi-billionaires, even to people who have the most successful of marriages, even to the people who have all the things that you are trying to manifest. Negative thoughts does not equal bad things. Negative thoughts, they just come in. You just don't care. Like, who cares? Um, don't try to control your mind because it's an overall feeling you're trying to create. So the negative thoughts, they can't hurt you. You're giving them more credit than they're worth, and definitely don't try to fight them. If anything, give them a hug. Like, seriously, they mean no harm. They are the part of you that is attempting to protect you. It is attempting to protect you from disappointment. Because the negative thoughts, that part of you is not confident that you can actually achieve what you want. So they're trying to protect you. They mean well. They just, they're like that friend that offers the bad advice, but they mean well because they care about you. So you just give them a hug and you say, you know what? I choose to think differently. Or you just don't think about anything at all or just let them go away. That's all. Can I manifest a call for a specific person? A call for a specific person or a call from a specific person? Well, in either scenario. Oh, and I like all those hearts and happy faces. And so many people are sending me emojis right now. I'm just so distracted. Someone mentioned it was really funny in one of my past videos that I was answering a question about ADHD and then I got all ADHD. It was kind of funny. And I get distracted very, very, very easily. But maybe I do have ADHD. I don't know. But even if you have like ADD, I don't know what the difference is. I think one is worse than the other. But the point I'm trying to make is that nothing can really fully hinder you from having the life of your dreams, even if you have focus issues. Because clearly I have focus issues and I'm still manifesting awesome. But the call, that was it. Call from a specific person or a call for a specific person. Can you manifest? Oh, I wish someone could translate in Hindi for me. Sorry, I got distracted again. Um, The point is you can manifest a call from a specific person. You imagine it. You imagine the satisfaction, the relief of having it. You let it go. You surrender to the fact you don't have it right now, and that's okay. You surrender to the fact that there's a perfect time and place to receive that call, and you don't let your life or your life's happiness be on hold because you haven't gotten that call yet. Now, manifest a call for a specific person. I don't know if that was actually a part of the question, but I'm just going to answer that too. I do think it's possible to manifest things for other people. You're not living their life, but you could imagine them telling you that they got the call. And then them telling you is a part of your world. So it's a part of your experience too. I don't think that it's possible to manifest things that are outside of your experience. For example, if you're trying to manifest for someone else that you never see, you never hear from, and they're like halfway across the world, like how would that affect your current reality? Like it just wouldn't. Um, I'm going to take another sip of green tea. I encourage you all to watch part 1 and part 2 of Roxy and I talking. We are actually answering questions submitted by viewers. So do send me questions that you want on a future Q&A video. I plan on doing another video with Amanda from Create Your Future. I also answered questions with Sunny. So do send me questions. Is it okay to have a friends with benefits while manifesting a specific person? Sure. I mean, it's all in what you feel. If you label it as bad, then it will be. If you label it as fine, then it will be. What do you want? Are you happy? Are you satisfied in this current situation? Or is it bugging you? Is it making you feel inadequate or sad? Judge it by your feelings, and then you'll know the right choice to make. I do want to mention that I am Veronica. You can contact me, VeronicaIsles at gmail.com. Oh, I'm wearing a Dark Shadow shirt today. Alexandra Moltke. Victoria Winters, the best ever. I actually ordered a whole new batch of Dark Shadows t-shirts. I found that you can get their portraits. So I ordered one for Victoria Winters, one for Quentin, one for Barnabas, and one for Angelique. I'm super excited to sport those in the new videos. And I don't like Redbubble. I wish they would send me free things, but I've been paying for all these by myself. So maybe they'll find out that I keep talking about them in videos. They'll start sending me free t-shirts. I sincerely hope that's the case. In any case, you can get my personalized free one-on-one coaching at VeronicaIsles.com. Did I say it was free? I didn't mean to. My sessions are free. Anyways, I have personalized coaching. I'm totally boggling my words. Okay, let's get this right. 5 ebooks available on Amazon. I'm on Instagram. That is where I announce my live sessions, and you can see my cats. You can see where I go. You can see all of my adventures. I have personalized coaching. It's one-on-one, available at VeronicaIsles.com, and I do free live sessions. And if you're watching a replay of this, you can take part in the next one by hitting that subscribe button, the bell icon, and YouTube will let you know. Instagram, you can also find out too. I think I covered it all. There's an app that's coming soon, 25 Days of Christmas, and I look forward to being online with you again soon. See you later.